Mike Tyson, Stephen A., I don't know if the kids today understand, was unbeatable. He was the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He was going to reign for 10 or 20 years. No one could touch him. Stephen A., they had to have the Buster Douglas fight in Japan. Not because people weren't interested in Mike Tyson. He was there with Michael Jordan as the most compelling athlete in the world. It's because no one wanted to pay for a 90-second fight. His fights were going 90 seconds. They had to have it in Japan. And Buster Douglas, a 42-1 underdog, didn't just beat him, beat his brakes off, boxed him, and knocked him out. That was, to this day, the most shocking upset in the history of sports.
I tell you this, I feel so. I think his wife was there when he knocked out Trevor Berbick. I think Trevor Berbick's wife was there. I mean, that was really, really bad to see him getting up and keep falling back down and getting up and falling back down across the ring. I mean,
Berbick,
it was funny yet very, very scary all at the same time. I would definitely say that's the greatest upset. And, you know, me being a boxing fan, not a boxing aficionado such as yourself, but a boxing fan, I think about Iran Barkley knocking out Tommy the Hitman Hearns. That was a shocker. I think about Andy Ruiz beating Anthony Joshua. That was a shocker. I think about Oliver McCall knocking out Lennox Lewis. I think about Hasim Rahman knocking out Lennox Lewis. Ali beating Foreman was an up. I mean, look, Foreman was Tyson before Tyson in 74. I mean, look, I think about that.
Liston was Foreman before Foreman.
I mean, my God, Foreman was a monster. But I will say this. To be a 42-1 underdog definitely is a shocker. From a numbers perspective, Max, I get that. You could see that the attention, the spotlight, and all of that stuff outside the ring was getting to him so much that you did find yourself wondering if anybody could take him past 3 or 4 rounds and make him actually have to box and fight to beat them, they would have a chance. But it wasn't because of them. It was because of him and how mentally gone he prepared. You could see that as an analyst covering the sport. Even though he was still an underdog, you could still see it. That's the only question. It's still the greatest upset. I don't have anything better than that.
If it was Evander Holyfield, Stephen A.
Yeah.
But Buster Douglas would show up fat and out of shape to fights, and he was talented, but he was 42-1. Like, there's always reasons an underdog scores an upset, and there were reasons there. Buster was great on that night. Tyson was distracted and everything. But I can't think of, like, the miracle on ice even in hockey. A goalie can stand on his head. Something could happen. But in boxing, when it's just 2 dudes and you really know what level they're fighting on, there's no other variables. To have a 42-1 underdog thoroughly beat the champ, I've never seen in any sport anything quite like it.
Yeah, going to Tokyo. Buster Douglas' mother died. He was in a different place. You know, you just saw some of it on the wall, the handwriting on the wall. Tyson wasn't himself. But I got it. It's the greatest upset, no question.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.